Alright, we're going to do a hive inspection this morning. Here's the plan for today. We're going to check on the stores on these two and see how that one's doing. What you've got in front of you, the dandelion here is our strongest nuke that we bought this spring. In the center we have Swarmy, which was a swarm that I caught. And Lilac over here is the weaker of the two nukes, who was questionably queen right, and the last time I was in here was actually producing some new bees. So let's start over here with her and see what's going on. I'm gonna have a cat on the toe in a minute here. Okay, I don't see a couple of bees up there. It's about 9 a.m. We're doing this a little bit early today. Let's see if they're... This hive was pretty docile. The other two were quite aggressive last time. A lot more bees up top than we had last time. I see 1, 2, 3. Whoops! I think we need some smoke here. So they're starting to draw this comb. Those two are empty. These two are empty. Okay. I'm going to go down one more. Put this thing back. Yeah, that's a spider. Out you go. Yuppie. Okay, that looks pretty good. They were weak 2 weeks ago. Now I know this frame over here had eggs on it last week, so let's go and see where things stand. Garbage to me. That's not moths. Okay, a lot of capped honey. Yeah, working on capping over here. Let's see what this next frame has to give us. I'm going to have to clean up inside that. Yeah, there's some gunk on the side of that box. if I can calm them down. Or just upset them some more, who knows. Okay. Of course, they always get like right where I'm going to put my finger. I really don't want to squish you, girls. That all hatched out, nice. And they're filling out honey here. A lot of pollen stored in there. All pollen on this side, beautiful. My neighbors have some flowers that are in bloom right now. That might be why we're seeing all that. Let's take care of this little mess over here. I don't know what this is. Oops. Looks like gunk of some sort. Could just be propolis. Okay. Hives I know are pretty much queen right, and their populations are huge, so I'm not going to worry too much about them. I'm not going to disturb them. Oh, there's several day old larvae in there. And more capped here. Pattern. So everything pretty much that's open looks like it might have a lot of talking going on here. Goes aloud today. Let me put them back in. Let's see what the next frame looks like, and then I'm going to close them up because I'm satisfied that there's something going on in this hive. They aren't goners just yet. Trying to do a slow and steady build up. The other ones are going like gangbusters. The other Russian colony on the far end there, they already were starting to work on their first super. Let's see how they're looking this week. Again, plenty. I don't see eggs per se, but I do see larvae, so I'm going to go with it. This is an okay frame. And there's a pattern for you to see. Same thing on the other side. Okay. My other concern was, even though I had like brood growing on there, did I have a laying worker situation? And it looks like this next frame to answer that question. I'm going to pull this one just to be certain. Put it back together. This thing being so nice right now that I don't want to get loose. Just a bit of smoke here. Spottier here, but does it look like all drones? So that's good. We had a lot of drones at the beginning. Yeah, there's a queen cups in there, but they're not occupied, so we'll let them be. Empty spots at the bottom of this frame that they don't really want to work out. This might be a frame that I replace in the future. They do have some honey in the corner, some pollen in the corner. This one looks like we have a winner. I did bring over a frame. seem to get them going. I don't know if this queen needed some inspiration or what. Put her on notice. Oops, sorry girls. I know I'm jostling you. There you go. Get out of there. Sorry. Give it a minute, a little defensive there. Space in here because I have a hard time squeezing this last one in without any casualties. You're getting defensive already. Come on, go down, girls, go down. You probably can't hear it on the video, but they got really loud just a second ago. Cow over there just came over to visit. Must have heard me. It's down. Go down, go down, go down, go down. Okay, I'm gonna close it back up before they come back up. This hive's good for another week. Check on them in a week, see how they're doing. They'd probably be ready in about 2 weeks for another box. This one's getting heavy. At this point, I'll probably stay out of that bottom. Of course, I did the dumb. Off my frame rack. Okay. Close up my lid. This is the only hive that really wasn't bearding much. This one was bearding a lot. Last one over there also was bearding as well. This one's coming out of the top entrance here. The other thing I'll check if we have film left on my camera later is I have the removable bottom boards. They've started to purplize the vent at the top here. You must see that as a threat. Oh my. Good idea. How much better this hive is doing. Let's see what they got going on here. This is a really wide frame here. I'm going to pull right from this side. See what they got going on. I think I'm going to give them a box though. I'm not going to go in the bottom. I'm pretty sure this one's queen right. Why should I disturb that process down there? Because they will get ugly. These girls do tend to defend really well. frame that they're thinking about. They're starting to draw it. I mean, a couple of specks and a couple of corners, so. And I might give them the extra box just for the ventilation. They've got the numbers to defend it. I believe this is the one that threw a bee at me. I was just looking at the hive one evening, and just, 20 feet over there, and it came right out and went for my ear. I've already prophylized that. That shut pretty good. Oh, holy Burkholm. We're gonna have to put a stop to that. This side looks good though. We're already starting to put some pollen in a couple of corners. They're not gonna like me in a second. There's your Burkholm. I'm gonna make that disappear. They're not going to be happy with me. Come on, girls, get out of there. I was never going to get that frame out later if I let them continue. So I'm going to just look real quickly at 2 more frames and close them up, because I see butts in my ear. They are fanning like crazy. They have signaled an attack. Oh, I got like 4 all over me. Ooh. Time to leave them alone. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to give them an extra box. It looks like they'll make use of it. I'm tired of sitting in my basement anyway. They are wicked loud. Sit up in the middle. Let's see if I can get some of this Burkholm off the top here. Get anybody. Come on, girls, get out of there. squish anybody. Calm down. Okay, well they're chilling out. Let's look at the bottom boards. Actually, let's not smoke. Let me finish off this other hive. Now I can play with bottom boards later. I'm gonna run out of smoke quickly. Got a hurricane coming, so I'm gonna strap down these lids. I am not gonna go below. I just want to look at this top box. If they'll let me. I did go in a couple of weeks ago, and they were laying, and everything was happy. So even if I managed to squish a queen, there was so much. As far as resources, they could have easily get them off. Get out of there. I sure hope you didn't go in. Meet your demise. Alright, it doesn't look like they're doing a whole hell of a lot up here. They're just kinda starting to draw on that one. It's as if they're like eating the foundation out of this and bringing it down below. This is all wax foundation. But they have purplized everything down over here, so they have been kind of busy. Right, so they don't need anything extra up there. They'll be fine. Leave them enough of it. I think I'm going to strap that one down. That's the meanest of the hives. I don't want to have to come back here without a suit on. So we named the hives. This is dandelion because the dandelion's on the front, swarmy because it's the swarm, and then lilac on the other side. Dandelion and lilac were the ones that we bought. Come from Danbury up in Amherst, Mass. They came as 10-frame nukes. Well, that was an 8 and this was a 10. I would have a 2-frame feeder. But it was in that deep box. Basically open the box and go. This is kind of the hurricane prep here. We are getting a tropical storm coming up later in the week, and while I'm here, I'm going to kind of get on top of this. Cinder block to this one. Let's go look at the bottom, and we're going to look from this side to that side. There's the first board. Looks pretty good. I'm not sure what these things are. Like little balls of propolis. Nothing really to speak of other than bits of pollen and caps and whatnot. That's pretty cool. So here's got a little bit more activity. light outside. Got a spider webby kind of thing here. I don't know if that's moths or what. Let's figure what that is. Alright, so we're done here. I'll let the smoker burn out.